Okay, so now this is, with this simple fold right there, it is rather plain looking. We could start to modify this thing so that the object could start to look a little bit more dynamic. If you remember, if we click on the object, it will select the whole object. If we click on the edge, using Shift and Control key at the same time selecting the edge, it will select just the edge. You should be able to then take your gumball and move this out. Alright, once that has been done, you have this odd little scheme right here where this folding plane or ribbon comes out here, down here, down here, down over here, and then comes out this way. Okay, so that's one way to start to continue the ribbon. However, if we wanted this edge to come right to this point, you are going to turn on the control points. So the control points, well, select the object first, and then go to Solid, go to Solid Edit Tools, and turn on Points. And you will notice that there'll be these little white dots right there. If we click on this thing, you get a gumball for that, and you can move that along anywhere. You could also type in move and select that point and get it back onto that corner point right there, and now you have a polygonal shaped plane. Using the same principle right there of the control points, if or had you take well, that's one way to change each point right there individually. If we want to change this plane and this plane together, for that you'll have to join this object. So join it, and then select the object, and then turn the control points on, or this, and then go ahead and select that portion. So if you do that, you will be able to modify two of these points. The only thing we have to be careful in doing that is that while we're moving on a line that is perpendicular to or along the edge of the surface, that is fine. But if we start to use the other plane right here, so on this green arrow, if I move this back like this plane just moved back a little bit, so that's okay. But you will notice that this plane right here starts to warp. Alright, so notice that this plane back here is straight, but this one is twisting. Okay, twisting is okay in some architecture, but for this project we do not want this to happen. Okay, so when it is a twisted plane, it is not a flat developable surface, so we're going to have to try to avoid that as much as possible. So I'm going to Control Z to get that out of there, and that way I have a straight line that is or straight plane that is perfectly flat and not warped.